ability today, but they have sent replacements for the team arrival shots.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay.
I'm kind of scared.
Me too. Because it's already always wacky, so.
Nice.
Awesome.
Damn.
I like it.
I just wanted to play Lee Sin, Trash, all of the mechanical stuff.
Exactly. It's going to be great. Thank you for that, Team BDS. In general, though, you have the LFL core, and in rehearsal, you guys were also talking about kind of the influence that Crowny can have on those young players.
I think Crowny is also one of those guys that has had a very similar story to Adam. You know, he's been slotted into teams like almost at random, and he's always, you know, from talking to him, always fighting. He always told me that he deserves more, and I feel like this year has been this.
Just a quick reminder, you'll see that the group draw show will happen after our final game. Of course, if there are any tiebreakers, it'll have to be after game 6 or 7, depending on how that plays out. But for now, Exile just trying to make it there. Adam will step forward, use the haymaker, use the showstopper. Odo, 7 seconds for
so
He's
good,
down.
no?
He's just complete down. I mean, Adam is styling on Odo. Those old man hands being beaten up.
I'm not going to make it an H thing. I'm just going to make it a guard. Adam is so good up towards the top side thing. He's going to get the first to it all for himself. XL with a cross map on the bottom side. 4 vs 4. Shio might get caught off guard here. Limits the size ultimate.
I really like that Cyclone from Shio. Limit does engage with the quickness. The barrel goes just a little wide. Shio crushing blow.
Pushing in the bottom side of BDS. Put some pressure on that turret instead. But XL, they're not really willing to give up the Drake for free.
Here's the fight. Here's the fight. Here's the fight. Sand Soldiers forward. Limit goes over the wall. Throws in the quickness.
Oh, that's an ultimate.
By some time. So does the hostile takeover. BDS have got the first as Limit is dropped inside the jungle. Adam is forcing up a Daga and Patrick away. Will be taken down just in a moment as Adam now is jumped on by multiple members of XL. Patrick has still stayed alive. But the flash, as well as that cleanse, 1 for 2 in favor of BDS, but XL will be able to peel back, stay alive.
Cyclone is still available for Shio as well, so even if they come back to try and contest that Drake, it's not going to be an option. And wow, that fight initially with Nuke setting it all up with the Asir ultimate into Lapro's ultimate afterwards. Purely beautiful, and XL just gets absolutely scattered afterwards.
It felt to me like the moment the initiation came out, the call from XL was run. Just don't give up more, because they are still in a difficult position. And it felt to me like there was a full retreat.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the flash from Limit here initially, I mean, he does get the knock-up, but it does feel a bit awkward with the way that it's played out here, where it's just flash into the wall, only get Adam. That's not what you're looking for. Pay attention to the Gragas cask as well, because this Gragas cask, it's not gonna... Yeah, thank you, observers. You're just gonna call it out. He's gonna get a journey right into Patrick. So, yeah, Arbor really just sending his own death there.
Unfortunate there for XL. Adam got so many air miles that he's bumped a tier status in that previous fight. Managed to fly all the way forward, showstopper over the wall. And they don't have an answer for him. And XL fall a little further behind. 3,000 gold still at the 20-minute mark. Importantly for me, 2 dragons to just the 1. And how these team fights have played out, it has been BDS favored.
It most certainly has. Now finally we can start taking care of some of these outer turrets, hopefully from the side of BDS. We want to see them accelerate some of their vision control as well. We want to see them make it a bit deeper as well. Make sure they have all the intel.
Because will take him down. He's unstoppable. The Sand Soldiers are ripping through XL's HP bars. The teams have swapped sides of the rift, and it's looking bad. It's looking worse. It's looking disastrous for XL. BDS have got 3. They're not done. They want the ace.
Yeah, Patrick Limit just there. Patrick flashing forward. Crowny's there with the bailout, and he is ready to take the kill on the end of that. Limit gets taken down as well, and it's an ace for BDS. And if you have to pay attention to a lot of the damage coming out for Crowny, you can look at his build right now. He's gone for the Sonya's Hourglass with the Rabadon's Death Cap as well. So when he gets his passive stacked out, which he does really easy with the Rage Blade and the Shield Bow, those abilities just does so much more extra damage. Even more so when it comes out from the ultimate. Nuke up towards that top side, TP'd in to get the inhibitor. We saw this yesterday. It's not going to be the
in the group stage.
I think I would pick Fnatic, maybe. I think we can beat them pretty easily.
Even though that they're playing amazingly at the moment, you're still confident?
I mean, they have a momentum right now, but best of 3 is kind of different. They didn't really played them yet, so I think I would pick Fnatic.
How do you feel about the best of 3s? How are you going to make sure that you go all the way this time?
I mean, we just need to focus on ourselves, don't choke the best of 3, and that's it.
I mean, it sounds really simple. Oh, hello. I can see on the monitor now your teammates joining you. Hello.
Where's the plane from? Someone's missing their plane. Like someone's late to somewhere.
They rocked up to an airport and it was a complete heist from
Someone
everyone.
wants to escape the country and they're just, they don't have their airplane. Amazing. Fantastic. BDS locking in first place. But next up, we have Fnatic versus Astralis. Astralis, who is also fighting to lock second place or end by the top of the standings, which is crazy. So I think let's talk about them for just a second, Jamada. An insane growth, an insane development ever since they added leader to the roster.
Yeah, you know, we touched on it a little bit in the Ready Check, and I feel like that is kind of just the story, just adding that little bit of extra, you know, maturity, which is kind of almost a bit maybe to the European.
The Maokai. Level 2 stepping forward. That's the flash, the root, the Bramble smash back. Oscarin is down to 100. The hammer goes away, 14 HP. He flashes and stays up.
Oh, he gets the level 2 because he had to push on the wave, so Finn never got to get his. And the knock away on Finn there from Oscar was crucial. Wave state, quite ideal now for Finn here, but Oscar does have that teleport. He's going to TP to the turret. He's going to try and push it in, and Finn then, when he gets his own TP that he has right now, he's just going to get that up towards the top side again.
If there were any champion that could sort of break a hold or a freeze a little bit effectively, those accelerated shock blasts can get to the back line, can help speed up resetting the state of that lane.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, on the top side, for 113, quite accidentally, could just find him here, and he does.
All right, Razork will get caught out by that sapling.
From mid here, there's no flash on 113.
Oscar's the first one to move. Humanoid's coming through the river as well. He's being chased by Leader, who just teleported back. Finn goes forward, Mercurial Hammer backwards to the skies! And Fnatic get first blood. It's Razork with a double. Leader will throw out that Shadow Slash and pick himself up one in return. 2 for 1. Red
He's no
buff
flash
ticking.
now.
Permafrost available. Hit him with the flail. Smack him with the ball. And Humanoid gets the third for Fnatic.
They get one on Leader, 3 kills on Fnatic though. That's an incredible, ideal scenario for you here on the top side. 113 still so behind in the jungle. He's clear on the top side. Hasn't come through. Finn lost so many minions on that roam. And while there's a lot of minions pushing in now into Oscar, he's going to be there to collect them all. So he's a level behind right now, but it won't stay like this for long.
It won't. I mean, that's a gigantic advantage. Weeks 1, 2, and 3 couldn't have been more different. Thanks to Medic for pointing these numbers out to me on Twitter. I straight up stole them. But week 1, 0-18-4, 10-13-23, 16-3-12. Oscar is showing true development and comfort here as the games and the weeks have played out. And I think it was the Jace was the first game that you really stopped and went, huh, this kid can actually play. And now he needs to step up. He's still down just a little.
Yeah, let's see if you just cast a Kirsten for real here.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I don't have that power.
Oh.
It's Twisted Advance forward. Razork is level 5. You can look for that Arctic Assault. No flash for 113. Leader's making his way. He's also only level 5 and
So
Humanoid. Blast cones over. Level 6 for Humanoid. Level 6 for Humanoid. Distorts forward. Chains out. Will be starting soon. And Younghoon's on the step forward. Death Sentence connects. Kabi cleanses away. Rocket grab into a fist in the face. Advients drop low. 200, 100. Tick, tick. Feathers fly. Flash forward from Kabi. The double kill for Kabe.
Oh, and he just sets it up there. Jungwoo's just there to get a little finesse with the hook, but it's Copper setting it all up afterwards, finding the flash. Reckless did have that flash himself, but just didn't have the reaction time to actually get out of sight of those feathers.
I mean, beautifully done as we watch this replay here. I'm expecting some fancy stuff from our observers.
Yeah, so initially, great hook. Aftershock is procced on at the end. It's not going to last for long. It's going to take some time before he flashes. And Cobbett now with the ultimate, setting it up there. Reckless still has his, so he needs to time it. But the problem is, it doesn't get down in time. Oh, it's from every angle. There's nothing for him to do. Oh, my Lord. Okay, he could still have flashed it, but it looked insane.
That was just beautiful. I mean, that actually almost looked like an Aurelia ultimate. Like Vanguard's edge in terms of the abilities thrown out. Really nicely done from observers. Even better done from Copy. The thing is, Fnatic are still ahead. The advantages they've recruited in the top half of the map, the 20 CS and kill for Humanoid puts him as a team ahead, but it is a 1,000 gold lead for Copy on the Xayah. And right now, he's going to be called to the fight. Jonghoon, where's the Q? Finn,
To be able to clean up when he finally comes around.
Deathmark was dropped for a little bit of time. Didn't ultimately end up being valuable in Leader. No flash, no ultimate, no teammates, no support. All right, Living Shadows forwards, waiting for that to time out, and we'll just about be propped. Pretty easy kill there, just sticking around for the plates. Reminder, the draw show will play at the end of today's games. Fnatic right now in a strong position, strong lead, but we haven't got a chance to breathe because look, 113 is now invading the top half. Backup coming from Younghoon. But Fnatic are ready. Teleport's available for Humanoid, so if a fight breaks out, he can jump in.
Yeah, most certainly can. You can see Advin is even here to shadow just to make sure if the dives come through, he's got that lantern ready. Both supports have been very active on the map. TP comes through, 1-1-3 here as well. They decide to abandon the play.
Oh, Nature's Grasp was thrown down. The rest of the teams are starting to conglomerate.
All by it just about.
Producer's a little excited for me because we haven't got a chance to breathe. I can't even build on the stakes as now Oscar's got backup. Flash forward.
Oh, that's great predict.
Connects. The kitty cat's going down right meow as Reckless picks up the kill.
It's just the same story the entire game. Astralis looking for a play on the top side. Fnatic being there to defend it and thus outplaying it. Now members of Astralis are still fishing. Seeing if Reckless and Advien wants to overstep. No one bites, and down towards the bot side, Humanoid picks up the turret.
Cool, boy, do give me a second here. I want to follow what the producers were saying. First of all, when we look at the standings, a few things to call out. Team BDS are locked in first. If Team Astralis win this game, they will lock in. Hops over the wall with the lantern. Razork will get his Glacial Prison in just a second. Finds the bird. Kobe will cleanse away from it. The knock up into the end. Razork's running for his life. Those feathers are all at the choke point. Kobe can do so much with it. He's been exhausted, waiting to call the blades backwards. And it's a trade of kills. 1 for 2 in favor of Astralis.
Yeah, that was so messy. I barely had any clue what was happening because they just kept standing there hitting each other. But as you said, Copper untouched in the back line. They get the 2 kills and they might get the mid lane turret at the end of that skirmish.
If we get the replay and it does slow down a little, can you keep an eye on Kobe's timing? I think he held his E until the exhaust wore out, from at least how I saw that live.
So the feathers gets used in the beginning initially as well, so you get a lot of the damage coming out here. He's stacking it up, stacking it up. Still waiting for it.
Still waiting to pull back, yeah.
Incredibly fit. And I think after here is where the first feather comes out.
Right, so they're on cooldown then, okay.
Yeah, okay, so that's why it's on cooldown. So yes, he does get exhausted. It looks like he holds it, but he's still waiting for it. Still 4 seconds on the feather. Now exhausted, cooldown, cooldown, cooldown. Exhaust goes off, and the feathers are finally there.
Yes, that was so good. Also, huge kudos to the observers. They actually turned on the feathers based on the commentary, or like showing their champion portraits, not something we normally do. I freaking love you guys. Of course, Kobe loves those feathers, so they get that fight. They are now still trailing Fnatic, and the dragon is the next objective.
Humanoid needs to be careful.
The rocket grab into the static field, and the cats. Astralis are not done. They want that top 2.
And that's so huge before a fight as well. You saw there is different places that he could actually go there from the distortion.
Glacial Prison buys some time. The teleport in from behind, and Finn's using the E to do so much work. 1-1-3 caught by the death sentence, but Razork will be the next target. Oscar is taken. Astralis.
Oh, that's a hook again.
Decimating Fnatic. Young-hoon with the rocket grab to turn around, and now they want the Baron.
And the entire pressure there looked like it was a play that was set up for Fnatic's success, but Astralis, they're turning it around immediately. They pick up the fight, they pick up the skirmish, and they will pick up that Baron.
And listen, there is a lot of intensity here from Gulborg and I, but we are matching the game. And I was going to ask you a question about scaling, about how these team comps do at 2 or 3 items, because that's where we're going. But at the moment with Baron, Astralis may have just arrested control.
Yeah.
He's finally taken down. It is Razork that picks up the kill, but at what cost? The Battle Pig is down, followed by Advien. The feathers fly, and Kobe is blown up. Oscar in, obliterating Kobe on the front foot.
Humanoid's still going.
Humanoid's trying to find the target, needs the hourglass to stay alive. Fish bones and the zap not enough. Finally the shot blast does Fnatic win the fight 2-3.
He might have been a liability in the first week, but Oscar now coming up clutch, being the backbone in this team fight. Beautifully done by him, finding Copy on an overextension, and on the back end of that, another kill, buying Fnatic time into this game, if not a small advantage.
And you can see how crucial each individual ability is. That rocket grab hits, Oscar is not the one that can clean up the end of the fight.
He's definitely not. Now, Jung-hoon getting hit by himself here, everyone turning onto Razork, and now Astralis feeling themselves after they get another kill.
The skirmishes and the side lane pressure to enable and unlock this Zed, who is now looking to get the damage down. Deathmark without a lot of follow-up, almost all was needed to kill Humanoid. The flash forward, the ethereal chase, the backup from Fnatic. Leader will get taken out by the Super Mega Death Rocket. 38 kills, we're 7 away from tying, 8 away from setting the kill record in Spring Splits.
Yeah, tense between Humanoid and Leader there. As you can see, as soon as Humanoid goes in there and he gets ulted, he E's behind him, because no matter what, Set will always come behind you. That's why Leader is pressing his W as soon as possible, so he'll not get hit by the chains. And if those triple shurikens would have hit Humanoid, he would have probably gone down. but Humanoid feeling himself this game, just flashing forward and reckless. Super Mega Death Rocket. That's our game.
Oh, what a great animation.
Oh, he has a face? I've never seen that.
What do you mean he has a face? He has a face!
It's like a metal
You
helmet.
are one of the smartest people I know, League of Legends. And the statement when you see that is, he has a face. What did you think
I've
was
never
under
seen
the
that.
mask?
I don't know, shadows? I don't know.
My
Some
words.
hidden dark pact he made. You gave up your flesh, you're now... Okay, whatever, back to the game.
Leader's face is plastered all over the kill scoreboard. 7, 4, and 5. Him and the rest of Astralis looking to close this out. So they've got control of the Rift. They've got supers in the bottom lane. A minute to Baron, 2 minutes to the Mountain
That's
Soul.
where they start clearing out the vision around Drake.
God, I hate cats. Both that one and real life. I will say though, look at the item differences as we're setting up for this final fight. A full item ahead for Kobe still, and a 2,000 gold lead. Full item ahead for leader still. So the damage disparity for the major carries in favor of the bottom. However, Oscarinin is obviously significantly ahead of his opposite number. So those accelerated shock blasts need time to set up. I just don't think Fnatic have the vision or the time to get away from the Maokai, the Jax, the Zed that will be jumping in their faces.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult now. Even Astralis, knowing that there's no blue trinket, Reckless also just used his ultimate to get it there. Just going to start up the Baron. The Feather's going to do a shot on the Baron if he wants to call them down. Another hook from Young Hoon.
It was beautiful, and it's going to be enough to pick up Resort. Oscarinin will be the next target as leaders jumped in, looking for another Advian by some time with a death sentence, but it simply does not matter. Astralis find 3 quick kills at 42 in the game, an exposed base, and they're going to push for the Nexus. They're going to push for that pool 1 seed.
They're going to look for it now, pushing in down towards the super minions here. Got 2 of them coming. Humanoid still around. Reckless looking for that recall. 2 versus 5. Don't think this is going to be the one where they get the base-to-face pop-in. Humanoid still getting attacked on by Leader and Finn.
Fnatic's 4-game winning streak is about to be drawn to a close, but it was enough to get them to groups. And Astralis will send a message that the new kids in town are to be feared, to be respected, and not to be doubted. And for the regular season, your second seed will be Astralis.
You may not like it, but this is what peak European League of Legends look like. BDS and Astralis at the top. Come on, boys. Take a bow. You've most certainly earned it.
Berlin, make your way down to the floor. Give these players a high five. They have earned it. They have surprised, stunned, and shocked. And now, it'll be up to BDS and to Astralis to silence the haters and show up in a best of 3. This is step 1. Congratulations, I give you your flowers for the regular season. Now show me the depth and show me you can surprise the teams that have traditionally shown up in best of series.
But I actually think that I'm quite hopeful for these teams. I think they've both shown good drafting, BDS specifically, also Astralis, finding good ways to leverage how they want to play the game, being a bit more creative.
Hook himself away, down to 200 HP. Marcoon on the chase, Doss dashing forward as well. Hits him with the Winter's Bite. That's a lot of damage on the side. Jack Spectre putting out the DPS. Doss already down, another hook hits. In the midst of it all, they find extra kick, a charm once again. And Heretics will not be silenced. They are unwilling to give up the ghost quite yet, as they manage to pick up 3 kills, 4 kills in fact, and take a 2,000 gold lead.
Heretics showing up big here. SK kind of just over chasing, feeling a little bit frustrated maybe that they lose the dragon in the fashion they do. And remember, it's their comp that Thresh isn't going backwards. They're chasing into the choke this time. They just get eaten up by all of the AoE. I think it was mostly Ruby. Even Jankos knocks back 3 people, I think, with the ultimate. So it's all about this initial engage. Merz gets really chunked out, and they just see a bit of red as they chase in. And I'm not entirely sure.
SK can only look at a 2-man disadvantage. And look at what could have been for them this game. The Sundisk will fall. The Emperor short to follow too. Another charm! Another kill for Heretics! And they are not done yet. Their fate lies in the hands of G2. Heretics will not give up the fight.
They refuse to go silently today. After the game yesterday, so close. Felt like sand slipping between their fingers. But today, this is everything we wanted to see from them.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Agency, Ruby, being able to also follow up on the engage. We spoke about Merz, we spoke about Jankos, but also...
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it, dude. Come on. Stay with. Work with me here. Work with me. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Come on, let's go.
Oh, Trev.
Oh,
Help.
Mark, you've done too much, dude. What can I get you?
Get me that.
Even the biggest champ needs a break.
Are you guys being weird again?
Mad Lions evacuate the fight. Hylissang no caught up, cease and desist for the chase. Hylissang tries to flash away, and Yoyo traded back in. But they're outnumbered, they're outgunned, they're outmanned right now. And Yoyo diving up to Mickey. Mickey flashes away, and already it's 2 kills over to G2. Kazi trying to get him from the bottom side, but Kaos is on the chase for Niski. The arrow just hits the tail! A little bit of a haircut needed for the Ari. Those tails a bit too wide, it seems, and Mickey. ADC on ADC action, Mickey will take it. Cosplaying has won this game, it seems. G2 take 4 for naught.
9 tails, maybe 1 less. Niski squeaks out of that. But it is the arrow that connects. Well aimed from Mickey. And G2 unwilling to give up. That slight misposition there from Elyoya. Get the chase down in. Via ultimate stolen away from Caps. And the numbers advantage is G2 that are just there first to the plate. If Mad were there, maybe at equal numbers, they could have won out in this skirmish. You could see the damage return and what Mad were capable of, but not quite enough.
And as Caps engages here, you can see his Aragorn at the Black Gates. But Yankos says he goes in. It's just locking up Hylissang, bursting him before the fight can really begin.
Yeah, absolutely. Hilly can't really add anything to this fight, and because Hilly dies so fast, Elyoya goes in a little bit split off from Niski. Niski can't add.
The back of the right. And it's such a difficult situation to be in. 4,000 gold down, and your mind can't only be on this game anymore. You're thinking, well, in 2 games' time, we have a tiebreaker. Up against Heretics if we lose this. Flash forward by Niski. They get Caps once again. Cease and desist not enough, and Caps is on the chase. Niski dashes away with the Spirit Rush. 9 lives. Down to 6 now. An arrow from Mickey as well. Mad Lions collapsing. They're looking for something. Mickey sacrificed. Caps trying to escape through the tower range. Dodges the top tower. Dodges that extra shot. And is able to walk his way back up towards the top side of the map.
6 lives left. We'll see if he uses them better than Puss in Boots did. It's a great movie, by the way.
Oh, death in that movie is so scary, man.
He is.
I haven't had nightmares from a kids movie in a long time.
You had a nightmare about that?
No, come on, man. Don't call me out like this. It's Puss in Boots, man. I can't be saying on live television I've had a nightmare about Puss in Boots. But yeah, I had a nightmare, okay? Scary movie.
Unsurprisingly. But yeah, really, really well played here by G2. Just constantly pushing the throw. I mean, hell, technically, that was Niski looking for that play, and it just got turned around on by Caps.
Broken blade clears out the next one. The boomerang blade von Hansana, the Ragnarok in, the Heartbreaker, and Mad Lions. Not only their hearts are broken, but their backs as well. Lane to waste by G2 in the bottom lane. 14 kills to 3 at 15 minutes in. G2 are on a tear.
More than that, it's a complete rampage. G2. Everywhere they look, they find kills. Chasey now in trouble as well. I think this is just a solo kill for Caps, maybe. No, phase rush, knock away.
Oh, that had hit though. Can't quite get there.
He still wants it. He's not stopped. He's still going.
I mean, there's no tower, so we might as well chase it down. Caps dominating. Another arrow just flies across the screen.
Why not?
Watch out if you go get a snack after this game. That one might hit you, but let's see what Mickey was aiming for. He's now got the Imperial Mandate complete. First items for everyone on the side of G2. Let's see. Just a brief moment of
yeah.
So no one on Mad has more gold than the Mickey has.
Everyone on Mad has less gold than everyone on G2.
Yep.
Yeah, that's mildly problematic, if I do say so myself.
Hylissang and Niski combined have less gold than Broken Blade. That's some quick maths for you right there.
Yeah. So, chances on BB showing up to the next fight and running everyone over pretty high. You want Mad to play this tiebreaker, huh?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, to be fair, for G2 winning this game, was it confirmed 3rd? So, oh, hello, goodbye. Legendary for Caps, not bad. 801.
And Hilly isn't even having a Hilly game, man.
No.
Like, he's played really well, and it's just, this is one of those games where you look at the stats and it's like, oh, it's just a Hilly game, but it's not. It's just a G2 game, it seems. Niski's going to Spirit Rush away. TP coming in as they look to try and collapse onto Caps. It would be 1,000 gold if they can get it. Spirit Rush stolen though, and Caps wants a piece of the action. Season Desist being used as well. Caps so tanky as he got the Kingslayer back up. It's almost off cooldown, not quite. Shutdown goes over to Chasey. More gold in the pockets of Mad Lions, but meanwhile, Broken Blade looking for towers, like a lion, you know, with the teeth or whatever, right? And tell me what you would do to get back into this game.
Well, firstly, I'm an analyst, not a magician. So, to be entirely honest with you, I'm not even really sure. I think G2 really have to overstep their bounds here. Because right now, across the board, there is not a single place where there isn't a massive deficit. I guess silver lining, Kaz is at 2 items. They can maybe set him up for a good fight, but that's like extreme copium, because realistically, Broken Blade should just run him down and murder him. So where do you really go from there? You've got a couple of pick options between.
Just wide, but here is the and there go the entirety of Mad Lions. That's 2. He's looking for more. He's looking for more. 3. He chases Chasey underneath the tower. It's 3. Can he make it 4? It's 4. Rock and stone. Broken Blade.
Rock and roll in his ears as he goes forward. Broken Blade is a monster, and we knew it was going to happen, didn't we? We said it. He's just going to run down Kazi, he's going to run down the rest of Mad, and they're not going to be able to do anything about it. He's too damn fed. And G2 just take everything with it. They'll get the Baron. They've got a Herald in the mid lane. I think Mad Lions, I'm going to have a hot, saucy date with Team Heretics at the end of the night.
And we saw Kazi laughing in the play. You can do nothing but laugh in that sort of situation. So absurd. It's Broken Blade just able to run you down. 10-2 now on the Olaf. Caps as well, 9-2. Him getting caught was the start of it all. The arrow, no one is chasing it! Good job, Minky. Woo. You get your Eternal a bit faster. Woo!
Your Eternal of all things. That's so funny. Oh my god!
How much AP does the man have?
So, do you remember when I said I'm not a magician, I'm an analyst?
Yeah, Caps is the magician.
Caps is the magician. Caps is the magician. Well, now look at the replay that we was about to. And Caps, yeah, to be fair, disappears and all. So I guess he's got all fronts covered. As, yeah, chase down here is just absurd. I mean, you've got Radiant Virtue healing ticking. And I don't know if he had Death Stance yet. No, he had components.
No, yeah, components.
So this was pre-Death Stance, where he would have gotten more healing back. As we come out picture.
Anyway. Do you want a joke?
I feel like I have it. Serenade me with a joke, Medic.
It's hard to explain puns to kleptomaniacs, because they always take things literally. Sang hit with the hook, with the arrow, and the Spectral Maw to follow up, and Hillisang going to meet his makeup. Make yourself a machine that gets yourself out of that one. Heimerdinger, I don't think anything would allow you to pull a Houdini and escape. Caps is going to try and 2v1 in the top lane. I don't know if he knows that Elioy is here. He knows that Chasey's here for sure.
I'll be honest, I don't think he cares. Now he knows because of the app's vision.
There's TP as well.
God.
So they're TPing away from bot lane to try to kill Caps. And I think for the mental warfare, that is worth it. Because you know you're losing this game. You know you're going to a tiebreaker. But at least you can say you killed Caps 3 times. It's the arrow. Oh, it's the rule. It's the prey arrow, man.
It's 2016.
Look at the arrow. Look at the arrow. He stops the base.
And now G2 are going to end the game. not quite. They will get this next inhibitor.
Not quite. The chase down. Goes forward. Hillisang falls once again. Ragnarok used. And Broken Blade will cry out as he does retreat. 11 kills now on the Olaf. I'll give you that one, Crow. That was a good one.
That was a great one.
An enjoyable experience for one and all, but perhaps not for Mad Lions.
Mate.
They are on the receiving end of a battering.
I've just realized a very terrible fate for Mad Lions.
Yeah.
This is maybe the one game where I think Chemtech Soul is actually going to be really obnoxious.
It's the LEC, it's mandatory. Niski, they're trying to do what he can. There he goes, makes it 31, they're looking for one more. Elioyo and Hillisang on the fountain. They get Hillisang in 32, G2! Record breakers once again, as they put Mad Lions in a match with Heretics at the end of the day.
G2 secure 3rd place in the regular part of the season here in spring. And now Mad Lions will have to play another game later on tonight. I mean, Team Heretics gotta be best friends with G2 now. After that one, rough game. Definitely a very rough game from the Mad perspective, but I feel like realistically we just have to give credit for G2 to come in like this and just kind of smash it.
Yeah, I mean it was demolition.
Yeah.
And I think the thing for Mad is you've got a game. You can reset.
Yeah.
G2 a different caliber of opposition to Heretics.
Absolutely.
Anything that happened in this game could just be brushed off. Just forget about it, ignore it.
Throughout their wins. But yeah, I mean, both the teams are good, so I'm happy for them.
I'm glad you're happy for them. I know you're very happy. Perks, do you want to come here and say that in my microphone, please? Are you sure? We can talk. We'll play well and we'll talk after the game then. Okay then. Thank you very much. Well, Mickey, before I let you go then, who do you think is going to win? Is Perks going to win? Or do you think it's going to be Koi?
I don't know. I think they might continue the losing streak. I'm not sure. Actually, wait. Oh, wait. You won yesterday? Okay. Well, they might continue the winning streak. So, yeah, keep it up.
They might. Well, we'll find out if you're going to be seeing him in the group stage later on. We've got the draw show obviously coming up. We don't know which group you're going to be in yet, but we do know that we will be seeing you play in week 4. So thank you so much, Mickey. Congratulations. Thank you for chatting to me. Less of that from you, though, Perks. Right, we are going to head to a short break, and when we come back, SK, Vitality, I should say, are going to be facing off against Koi. We will see you in a few.
Push away. Yeah. He hasn't cleared out his Razorbeaks or his Krugs. With a ward going down, knows perhaps the Bow is around here. Ward countered here by Bow, could look for the gank as he gets onto Maorang. Shigendo and Photon trading up towards the top side. Maorang low, gets the knock up onto Bow, but there is the permafrost, and Maorang might have to flash to get out of this one. He turns it around! Maorang with the auto! But the Winter's Wrath from Bow is enough to secure first blood.
Really well played by Bow. Level advantage as well. Just flashes backwards. The thin part of the flail does all of the extra damage. Really well played. Maorang almost turned it around. Lethal tempo stacked up. Zin's out. Very, very powerful in the early skirmishes. And now actually considering a dive on Shigenda. Has Ghost, of course, but I feel like a little bit risky.
And solo was used. Oh, what's it gonna do, guys? The same thing it does every darn time.
Stop being a grouchy old man.
Quickshot is all like really happy with these cheers for the Rifthold. I think if it gets the tower, cool.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, bit disappointing, really. This being has only existed to charge towers.
Boo him.
Your boos mean nothing to me. I've heard what makes you cheer. That was harsh.
That was really harsh.
You did a great job. It's great.
Yeah.
It's been great fun. 2,000 gold to lead for Vitality. They get the Drake as well. They can look for the full 5 plates down towards this bottom side, and I shouldn't underestimate Shirley. She's just doing her job. Photon going back in, the knockback onto Shigenda. He's got the Q3, but he can't escape. Photon, the solo kill in the top lane, and Vitality 7-1 up. Koi taking a quick trip to Brazil, it seems.
Oh,
as they continue to fall further behind. 4,000 gold the lead here, Jamada. And truly a dominant performance so far from the Hornets.
Felt like those 7 goals went in 14 minutes, didn't it?
Yep. I mean, a lot of them did. It was very rapid.
To be fair, yeah. But Photon finds himself that solo kill. Shigenda just a little bit hesitant to press his buttons. I feel like in that moment, when you're that far up and you commit forward with the W, you probably have to just commit for the all-in, because at that point, as we saw, it played out exactly how it did. Photon's going to run you down. Kind of unfortunate, a bit of a misstep, but that's how things go in League of Legends. And now
locking him up, and Ruby does have the Weaver's Wall, which means Chasey might have to be a little cautious. Can blast cone, Weaver's Wall in, the rock surfing as well. That passive from Talia means her ability to move through the jungle. She's accelerated, she surfs along whenever she's near one of those walls. Chasey stayed around, and there's the Weaver's Wall, but Chasey has the all out here, knocked back away from the tower.
Yeah.
And Chasey's fine with that. The ultimate invested, no real gain for Heretics.
Slightly awkward placement. The idea there really, I think, from Ruby is that he wants to try and get him trapped in between the walls and the tower, which is why he gets him there, but Chasey able to just about get over that line. So the play fizzles out, but still, you can see the idea from Team Heretics, and it was a good one. Chasey stayed for that wave, very well could have been punished. But he's not going to be this time. He just wants to get this wave crash, but Evi's going to stop his recall and just ensure that it stays frozen for now.
Yeah.
No. I was just saying, yeah, go.
No, I agree. It's just like there's stuff happening all over the map. And I keep waxing poetic in the middle of it. Jack Spectra has to pop the cleanse here. Hylissang looking for a little bit more. Mercer low. Lightning Crash coming out. And Kazi on a killing spree. Meanwhile, Ruby's been caught out by Nisqy, who flashes forward. Ruby will die in the 1v1. Nisqy gets another. Or gets his first, in fact. Jankos looking for something on the top side because the bot side is collapsing. Chasey still has the flash, and Jankos can't get close enough for a Cyclone to be effective.
Yeah, really well played by Mad. And, you know, I was hoping potentially for Team Heretics that after they got the Herald, they could maybe pick off Chasey and drop the Herald, get a little bit more back from the play, because they've been committed to these sides of the map for so long. But
Kazi, Nature's Grass coming out as well, and Kazi underneath the tower has no fear. Dominating now on the Zeri. Truly a performance that you needed from this player. Needed to step up.
Another pause.
Have another pause coming out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, we want the players to be in the best shape they can right now. And if they need to pause for something, although it can feel a little underwhelming, it can deflate the situation.
It can.
It's important that our players are as comfortable as possible.
Absolutely. That comes first here.
So you read any papers on rock, paper, scissors? Do you know men predominantly go for rock first, whereas women predominantly go for scissors?
Is there like a...
It's a psychology thing. Rock is like the hardest.
Are we just cavemen?
I mean, yeah. Yep. You seen Twitch chat?
I love Twitch chat.
Yeah. One man says Ooga, the other man says Booga. You know, that's like that's how Twitch chat works.
Yeah, that's
I bet they're not copy pasting something right now.
Oh,
in Twitch chat, yeah. It's actually just me and all of my bot accounts. I'll prove it. I'll prove it by writing this right now. On all of my bot accounts.
Yeah.
How have you enjoyed your week at the LEC, Jamada?
Mate, it's been brilliant.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it. I've been blessed with excellent games. The crowd's been fantastic.
Of course they have. Thank you very much.
So I appreciate that. It's been a lovely experience. And you, yourself, the entire team is always so welcoming.
Kazi could be enough. He's got a stopwatch, but no cleanse, remember, on that Zeri. The inhibitor down low. Chasey dashing away with Pathfinder. Jankos and Ebby now on the flank. Nature's Grass coming out as well. They try and dive onto the back line. Nisqy stunned up. Ebby will take it. There's the shutdown. Kazi next. Stopwatch, stop time. But his life is stopped immediately afterwards. And perhaps Heretics have found the fight they were looking for. They're on the chase. Elyoya trying to get away. The Weaver's Wall will lock him into place. No escape through the jungle. You have to feel. Seismic shove just short, but Elyoya is met with a wall. The blast cone there. The knockback. Elyoya escapes it all.
Oh, the Monarch Embrace.
It's gonna get Monarch from Elyoya is enough. He finds something on the back end of it, escapes with his life. The inhibitor down, Heretics, a small breath of life back into them, but the CPR can't stop yet.
It's a small mercy. It's a small mercy that they get the kill. Or rather, don't lose more. But Mad Lions still get the inhibitor, and that's the big thing. And they're still going to be able to push out onto multiple lanes after the reset. And they're still one dragon away from Soul. So Team Heretics, a bit of breathing room, like you say. Need to breathe. CPR. Maybe that fight.
Scott's coming out as well, and Yoya locked up with the Cyclone. He's going to try and get away. Lightning crash out from Kazi. Jankos with the Cyclone once again. Kazi hooked. Ebby needs to get in there, needs to get the stun, needs to get the root. Hylissang trying to get away. Nisqy kills off Mercer. Nisqy will fall there with the root Predator, but Kazi can open up. Ruby so low. The feathers pull back. Heretics! How the hell have you managed that?
They come back from the depths, and it's because Mad Lions overstepped. They're a bit too confident one or too many times. Chasey gets caught out. It's Ruby that knocks him back in. And then the fight that ensues is mayhem, but it's in favor of Team Heretics. Ultimate to kind of just force the multiple members of Team Heretics away from this tower, but Chasey just overcommits. I'm not sure if there's a miscommunication on what the call is, but Elyoya gets one shot. He's not really tanky. He's got some damage and some support items in there. Hilly goes in, looking for Ruby, can't find the knockup. The pushback is great to stop Ebby from actually gap closing, but after that, it doesn't matter, it's the root. As soon as that comes through from the Featherstorm from Jack Spectra, that's about it. And Kazi can't make a miracle out of what would have been that turnaround. You can see there on the player camera, Jankos almost relieved, very relieved that that play turned out the way it did, because now all of a sudden we're back at almost, I mean, we might as well be at even footing again in terms of the gold department.
And the only big thing still for Mad Lions, obviously still almost got that soul. One more Drake would secure it for them. 20 seconds on that. The inhibitor down for another minute, 45 seconds as well in that bottom lane. Heretics now have to do the dance the deadly dance between the Baron, between the Dragon, and between their bottom lane. No TP for Ebby. About 30 seconds or so on that. Niski looking for Mercer. With the Pathfinder. Ebby down to half
Really
HP. No TP wards for him. Pops the Dominus. Might just have to back and regain some HP, but the Cyclone in. Chasey locked up with the depth charge as well. Yanko's trying to get on the backline. The Feathers fly. They're all diving into the backline, but they just can't get Kazi down. Here's Spectra. Jack Spectra flashes forward because of course he damn does. 3 members already down. Chasey sure to follow. And once again, Heretics will not be denied.
They will not be sent into the night quietly. And Jack Spectra makes damn sure that flash forward. He takes out so many members, so much AoE, the Feathers. It's absolutely absurd, and Mad couldn't answer. Chasey's ultimate onto Ebby, separate Ebby from the entirety of Mad. And Medic, there's 25 seconds. They're gonna get the inhibitor in answer at the very least from this. Mad Lions need to pull it together at these critical moments, because it's not the first time this game already that they've thrown away a lead, which you would imagine they were looking to just close out on the spot.
Mad Lions have been in the driver's seat the entirety of this game. Is that enough for Heretics? Is that enough to hold on? Because Mad Lions are collapsing. TB coming in from Ruby as well. Mercer dealing with Hittersang down towards the bottom side, but Kazi is opening up on Ebby. Ebby will fall. Yanko's charmed up. Ruby coming in with the Weaver's Wall, trying to put the damage down from the side, but Kazi is just going to isolate him. Oh, up from Mercer goes wide. Ruby, no flash, no life, no escape. Kazi dashing forward. Kazi dashing back. Escaping once again. Yanko's low. Jack Spectra 2, no Feather Sword for him. The TP coming in as well from Chasey, it looks. Kazi going forward. And in the end, Kazi will not be stopped. He gets the shutdowns. He solidifies Mad Lion's spot in the group stage.
Jack Spectra might have had his moment, but Kazi had his, and his is going to get Mad Lions across the finish line. It was sketchy. It looked good at the start. A little bit shaky, but Mad will get the result they need, and they will make it into top 8. They squeak by Team Heretics. Not going to make it, and Mad will be your final team in groups.
On a knife edge, the entire game it felt. And on the brink of defeat, Mad Lions finally able to wrest the win out of Heretics' hands. But Heretics put up a darn good fight to get there. Just in the end, too many things to deal with, too many supers, too many barons, and too many places to be, it feels, for Heretics. Yanko's so close to securing the Drake as well. It can't have been, like, I saw it at 1,270, and then I saw it at nothing.
Yep.
And that's just an impossible situation to be in. All credit to Matt, they deserve the win. Very sketchy in the middle, very messy.
From here, which of these 2 envelopes would you like to take, as you're the highest seed from within pool 4? Okay, so this is going to go to you. I'm going to hold this. Do not open it yet! Are you going to behave yourself? What? He's behaving himself, it's fine. Okay, right, now you can open your envelopes at the same time. All right, okay, you ready? In 3, 2, 1. Open the envelopes. All right then, so if you would like to head to Group A, Elioya, and Larson to Group B. Next up, we have the teams in Pool 3. That's SK Gaming's Marcoon and Fnatic's Reckless. And there will be no third pair of envelopes. We're powering through. Go on then. Do not open it just yet. When can I choose? Your dad's watching. This one here. Okay. Right, open them and reveal them to the camera, please. All right then, we're keeping this really simple. If you would like to join Group A, please upset and capture in Group B. And finally, we have the teams in Pool 1. Team BDS and Astralis. We've got Nuke and Leader. Welcome, gentlemen. Now BDS are the highest seed from Pool 1. So if you'd like to come a bit closer, don't be scared of your fate. Come and meet it. If you'd like to choose which envelope you'd like to take, as you're a top seed, you get choice. Brilliant. And Leader, if you take this. Okay. Now you may open the envelopes. We'll work on the timing, it's fine. Okay, then, brilliant. Astralis will be in Group A, and you are going to be in Group B for BDS. This marks the end of our thrilling draw. We now have our group. So to summarize, in Group A, we have Astralis, Team Vitality, Fnatic, and Mad Lions. And in Group B, we have BDS, we have G2, SK, and Koi. Astralis and Team BDS are the top seeds in the group, so that means these players have 5 minutes to choose their opponents in the first game of their respective groups. So in a moment, they are going to head backstage to discuss this all-important decision with their teams. We'll soon find out their opponents, but in the meantime...
Why do you say, apparently my team chose? Do you not agree?
I mean, I didn't have any say. It looks like they already decided on it, and I trust in them that they know something that I haven't thought about, so we're going to play against Fnatic.
Okay.
Nice.
We choose SK.
SK?
Yeah, I mean, nothing much. It was between Koi and SK, and we just think... I don't know, actually, just my team also kinda just spammed SK in the group chat. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's go for SK. I don't mind playing either Koi or SK, so just went SK.
What do you think, Yamato, of those choices?
I kind of
They couldn't care less.
The Fnatic choice, I think, was an easier one to make. I think SK Koi, both teams are kind of underperforming, but Koi definitely ramped it up in the previous.